Thuggalo. Thuggalo Show. Thuggalo. Elixir. Thuggalo Show. Thuggalo Show. Elixir. Thuggalo Show.
What the fuck is going on, everybody? It's Friday. That means it's fucking Thuggalo Show time, baby. And tonight is going to be a very extra fucking special show, I think, because, you know, I fuck with this man pretty hard. So it's good we're going to have him in the building. But anyways, you know who we're here with, as always. Ya boys.
Elixir in the Mitzer. How are you this evening, dog?
Fucking pretty good, man. Good. Happy it's Friday. Happy the work week's fucking over.
Facts. Was it not the longest fucking week, y'all? Like, dead ass.
No shit, man.
Like, fuck, man. Like, once I put up the post on Monday of who we were going to have on the show, I knew it was going to be, like, worth it. Like, all the work I was doing at work all week was like, it's going to be worth it. Because when Friday gets here and the Detroit Demon, Zitro, pulls up, all that work will be for something. What up, y'all? I'm Trailer Park Cinderella. You are watching the Thuggalo Show. We are always live on Friday nights on YouTube. Let's get into some news. Onsted yesterday, Shaggy the Airhead blessed us with a new design, a new drop from Lazy and Crazy. How are y'all feeling this one?
Personally, like we were just talking about it backstage, and I myself want that fucking polo shirt and them shorts right there, because I feel like them shorts are gonna feel super fucking good at the gathering this year, man.
The jersey is so hard.
I was gonna say, look, I was gonna be real with you backstage. I was saying I wasn't really feeling it, but I did not see the back of that fucking jersey.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen the back of that jersey, I definitely want that football jersey, bro.
Shout out Lazy and Crazy, man. Shaggy the Airhead putting on for the community. It's dope that we have people like Onsted said it before. It's like the underground Gucci, right? It's like the Louis for Juggalos. And like, I love that shit.
The cool thing about it is the little bit of extra freshness is there's only like 25 fucking made too. So like you're gonna be part of that exclusive ass shit.
It's gonna be numbered.
Fresh. Other shit to talk about. Next week, I will still be on the Thuggalo Show. Don't you get your little niblets in a roll. I will still be on the Thuggalo Show, but I will be in Viva Las Vegas for the Ouija Knievel tour. And as for the Ouija Knievel tour, that shit kicks off next Friday. So when you're tuning into the Thuggalo Show next Friday, you might not be if you're out in Phoenix, because Ouija is kicking that bitch off in Phoenix. So everyone going to the Ouija Knievel tour, be safe. And if you're in the chat right now, get in the chat and tell us what show you're going to be at. Like, we want to see where y'all pulling up. Also, what was that?
Before we jump ahead, because you know what? We just might be going to another show as well. Uh-oh. My fucking camera went out. You might catch us at a show as well, coming up on that Ouija Knievel show as well. Individually, maybe, too.
Oh, damn. Onsted done it.
I'm coming.
Oh, bro. No, Onsted. Hey, there he is. Hey. Another thing I do want to touch on, there was a new Darby O'Trill music video this week. Drank Bleach, motherfucker, drank Bleach. Shout out Darby O'Trill, Thuggalo alumni.
And wash your clothes and take a shower because you smell like garbage.
See, it's always difficult to remember Darby O'Trill songs because they always have 34.
Let him front. He's got it pulled up on his fucking other screen right there just to make sure that he looks.
Nah, I just listen to it enough.
What's dope about Darby's music is like the songs are good. It's just like, you know, when people ask me what my favorite Darby songs are, I'm like, oh man, you know, the one that's
Casey Baker is dead.
Just type in "Drink Bleach," it'll pop up by Darby.
Right.
And the last thing I want to mention is there's a new Ouija Mac music video that was getting put into production the other night. Ouija himself had to hit me up like, bro, take that down. I want people to see the finished product. You feel me? And I was like, all right. I won't spill the sauce. But you can look forward to the new music video coming up on Monday, Fuckboy Pack. So, hey, if you're in the Fuckboy Pack comment section on Monday for that new Ouija Mac video, tell them the Thuggalo Show sent you. You feel me? Because we be putting on for the culture, and we be doing it right. I'm looking at the chat. Chris killed 16 women. You're back in the chat from last week, bro. You might be getting that gathering ticket that is still up in the air, dog. Still up in the air. I'm definitely looking into it. But here's what I wanted to announce before we get Zitro on, because Zitro is tonight's guest. I wanted to explain the details of how to retrieve a Gathering of the Juggalos ticket from the Thuggalo Show. I need everyone watching right now. Now you can't do this right now because
Listen up.
we're live. But after this stream goes off the air, you got to comment. Your name is a Thuggalo in the comments of this video. Like if your name is Chris, just be like Chris is a Thuggalo. If your name is Janet, be like Janet is a Thuggalo. Whatever the fuck your name is, Bob, Sue, fucking Dick, Richard, whatever your name is, put your name is a Thuggalo. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna heart all them comments, and you're gonna be in the running. That does not guarantee you a ticket. You're gonna have to come back next week and listen to the next instructions. Just we're scroll keepers up in this motherfucker. But Onsted, don't let me yap all fucking night because there's a demon among us.
Another Thuggalo is lurking in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit demon, Zitro on the Thuggalo Show. What up, homie?
Yeah. What up, though, y'all?
Gang.
What up?
Hey,
It's about time.
It's about time is right.
Long
man.
overdue. Long overdue.
Your setup looks dope. Did you just finish making some new shit, dog?
Not really, bro. Actually, it's under construction right now because I'm getting ready to do my own little podcast type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that big announcement that you teased a few weeks ago?
No. Shit. The big announcement was just working with artists that I got a big project coming up. So I'm working with kind of a big name artist. We're doing a little EP together. It's gonna be dope.
That's what's up. Hey, Onsted, I heard you got this whole concept for the Thuggalo Show called Rapid Fire Questions. Why don't we get this bitch rolling off the rip?
Jump right into it.
Rapidly.
Jump right.
This is only for Zitro. Me and Elixir will not put in our input. This is strictly rapid fire questions for the Detroit Demon.
Whatever bounces off your head when I say these two, you just got to pick between the two. You know, you can give a little explanation if you want, but we're right into it.
My ADD is about to shine. Let's go.
We got 10 questions for you.
All right.
Now. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Ass or titties?
Ass.
I'm 100% with you. Peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with the peanut butter jelly.
I'm with you there too. I feel like I know this one right here too. Sonic or Mario?
That's Sonic. Hands down. Fuck Mario. Oh,
Fuck
did I say that?
Mario.
Did I say that out loud?
So with Zitro, you're not gonna be checking out that new Mario movie?
Hell no.
Fuck Mario.
Fuck Mario. Moon Mist or Cotton Candy Fago?
Blue Moon Mist.
Ooh, yeah, that's my number 3 Fago right there. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Here's one for all of our Michigan homies. Spartans or Wolverines?
I guess I'm not really a sports guy, but I might have to go with Spartan.
Oh,
Interesting.
Flour or wax?
I don't smoke weed, but if I did, it had to be wax.
Damn. East Coast or West Coast hip hop?
West Coast, definitely.
Yeah.
Even though I'm from the East,
That was
and
interesting.
I love my East Coast music, but West Coast speaks to me in a different way. Like that's what I really grew up listening to.
Right.
Last one. Gold or silver?
I gotta go with the silver. I don't really look good in gold.
I feel like gold, you have to have a certain body or skin color that really accentuates it and makes
pops
the shit
it,
pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be black.
I didn't say that.
But
No,
I mean, that
but-
looks
no, I
fresh
get it,
as
I get
fuck,
it.
bro. That's like
Yeah.
not even some shit like a black, like straight up a black dude looks doper in some gold
Oxymoron.
than
Yeah,
if
no,
I put shit on. Like,
I'm half black, and I used to dabble with gold a little bit back in the day, but you know, I kind of gravitated towards silver, white gold, and like platinum now. So those are the colors that I really rock with.
bro, we got so into those rapid fire questions, and I forgot to ask you how you were doing, dog. How are you feeling tonight, man?
I'm good. I got some fucking White Claw in me. I'm great.
Hey,
Yeah.
claws the law, baby. Hey.
That was the drink of choice for last gathering.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's all I was drinking. If y'all seen me, I had a backpack full of White Claw, and everybody in the chat can hate on me for that shit. But fuck it.
So it's all the same. So it's fine. We can
But
eat.
now I'm drinking the new shit. This is White Claw Surge, so it has more alcohol in it than regular White Claw.
So you can get a little more litty titty with that version. Of
Yes,
of the
exactly.
Hell yeah. Speaking of the chat, you referenced the chat. You've been in the Thuggalo Show chat a lot, and I just want to say thank you for like supporting us, bro. Like that's
Hey,
dope to
y'all
us.
got a dope show, of course.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Like because like we'll be doing the show, and then Zitro's name will pop up, and I'll be sometimes questioning, is that really him? Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, really, who's gonna fake being me?
I don't know. You got hackers out here,
Right.
bro.
I mean,
I don't know these days.
Yeah, but I got hacked and they shut down my page. They didn't want to be me. They said, "Fuck that."
Damn, bro.
We
That's
just
like
gonna
some
shut them
ultra
down.
heat right there. If they're just gonna shut the shit down.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
it's
go
fucked
into
up.
that? Like, what is being hacked like? Like, what is that? It's so evasive, and like your privacy is completely damaged. Like, what's that feeling like?
I mean, it kind of hurts a lot just because I had a lot of sentimental value behind that page. Like I had all the pictures of my kids and certain posts. I had a bunch of friends on there that passed away.
Oh,
So like that really hit me hard. Because I just woke up in the middle of the night to my phone blowing up with notifications, and I'm looking at it, and it's a bunch of emails saying, "Oh, your email address for your Facebook has been changed. Your password's been changed. Your phone number's been removed." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I try and log in. It's shut the fuck down. I'm trying to claim my page. It won't let me upload my fucking ID to claim it back. I can't do anything, and there's no one to talk to on Facebook to get it back.
Yeah, that's what sucks is because when you're cut off from Facebook, if that's your primary source of interaction, you can't even interact within it to be like, hey, somebody help me. That's damn, bro. I
Yeah,
can
right.
imagine.
Yeah, and like my Zitro page right now is kind of just floating around. The only person that's on there is my manager Andy that you see in the chat.
Nice.
He's just the editor on there. I didn't make him like a top admin, so he can't add my new page back to it.
Wow.
So I'm probably gonna have to kind of phase that page out and make a new one and trying to get everybody from that page onto my new page, but that's gonna be hard as fuck. I got over 10,000 people on that page.
Right.
whole
Your
nother fucking
PlayStation
thing.
got hacked too, right? Your PlayStation
Yeah,
Network
my
account.
PlayStation got hacked, but I got that one back. I called PlayStation right away, and they
They
got my
should-
shit back.
They should be used to that by now.
Yeah, so that was easy. But my Facebook, that's a lost cause.
Your manager in the chat said Hobson hacked you. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah,
Oh man, don't get me started on Hobson right now.
Oh man, what's wrong? What's up with Hop, bro?
So
Technically, we've had Hobson as a prompted trash or fire once on the show.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
well, okay.
that wasn't a rough draft at one point. What's the deal with with Hobson, Zitro?
Okay, so I don't knock Hobson as a rapper. Okay, he's a good rapper, but as a person, he's a piece of shit.
Really?
And I'll tell you why. And a lot of people don't believe me. They always say I'm reaching every time I say this.
We've heard that
But-
from other people though as well. So
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah. So for years, everything I've done, from the contacts to my color scheme in my clothing, everything, I do it, and then I see Hobson in a video do the same thing. I switch it up, and then he switches it up to the same thing. Now, the recent videos that he just put out a video a couple weeks ago called Arrival, and it kind of got my attention because the first track on my Nane Rouge album is called The Arrival. So I'm like, okay, let me check this shit out. So I watched the video, and in the video there was a skit that he was doing where he was like with all these like Illuminati type strange people that he didn't know who they were, but they knew the whereabouts of his child who was missing. That's the same storyline that I did on my first album, A New Beginning, where my daughter was taken by some weird, strange Illuminati group, and I was trying to get them back. It's the same story, but he flipped it to make it about his son.
Wow,
And
bro.
And it's just like, is he really copying me? Like, I don't understand. and it's really pissing me off.
I respect that you
Sure.
wanted to put that out there, man, because I was not aware of that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you pay attention, there's a lot of similarities that I do first, and then he does after, but does it in a more flashy way because he got money.
He's got a lot of people watching him. Like Hobson has a gazillion subscribers, you know.
Right. So, because I was wearing contacts and shit before I even knew who Hobson was.
I want to get into that actually. Like, I'm gonna say a string of words for you, Zitro, and this pertains to myself. If this rings like any sort of bell, like let me know. I'm gonna set the scene, all right? And you just tell me if this sounds familiar to you. The year is 2007.
Oh shit.
The location is the Fantasy in Ohio. Cap 1, Simpkin Heights, America's Nightmares tour.
Ah, yes. With
Is that any memories from that show? Because someone you know might have been in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of remember that show. That was a long time ago, but I do remember doing that. That was a dope show. That was back in the day when I was still with my former rap group called Hell's Most Wanted.
Bro, 2007. Like, I did not know you had been around this long.
I've been performing since 2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get started, bro? Like, what made you want to become a musician? Like, how do you catch that bug?
It was really random, actually. When I was, I want to say about 12 years old. I want to say 11, going into 12. I was on the school bus, and there was another kid on the bus who was a little bit older than I was, and he was a rapper. And all the time, he would be freestyling on the bus and shit like that. One day, he focused his freestyle on me, and he dissed me, and he called me like a crayon or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay. And everybody's like, oh, Los, you should get him back. You should get him back. I'm like, I'm not a rapper. I don't know how to rap. They were like, just try it out. So I took a couple days, maybe even a week, and I tried to write something. And I went back on the bus, and he was freestyling again, and he was looking at me while he was doing it. And then I memorized my verse, and I spit it back to him. And then when I was done, there was just silence for like 2 seconds. And then everybody was like, oh, that was dope. We love that. And everybody was coming up to me like, you just wrote that? And I'm like, yeah. And then the dude that dissed me came up to me, and he was like, hey, he was like, that was kind of sweet. He was like, I'm not mad at you for dissing me and shit like that, but would you want to do more music? He was like, I have a home studio and I can record. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, I can try. I'm like, we can give it a shot. So we started working together, and eventually got a spot on our high school talent show where we performed. And I got a big buzz off that. And ever since then, I was like, this might be my calling. So I started writing more music. And then as soon as I graduated, boom, bought some studio equipment, started recording a bunch of bullshit. And here I am today, making some fucking dope ass fucking music for the Juggalos. You know what I'm saying?
So that would be where you caught Zitro, if you will. Zitro.
Yeah. When I started, I was always Zitro because that was my nickname before I even started rapping.
Interesting.
Just because a teacher, one of my teachers in like 4th grade had us do a little assignment where everybody flipped our names backwards just to see what it would sound like.
Right.
And mine was Zitro Soul Rack. And I was like, that sounds kind of cool.
He said, that's a bar right there.
Right. So I'm like, hey, that sounds dope. I think I'm just gonna go by Zitro every now and then. So ever since then, it's stuck, and everybody was calling me Zitro. Yeah, even before I started rapping.
Yeah, I think it's dope that you started rapping simply because like some dude was trying to make fun of you and like he called you a crayon or some ridiculous shit, and that ended up spinning to a career for yourself. You know.
Now, do you still keep in contact with that kid, or do you know what happened to him?
I do. I still talk.
He hacked his Facebook the other day.
He's too big. I just shut him down.
What if he was so jealous that Zitro's career started because of him?
Right.
And he like, wants to take credit. He's like, ah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's jealous. I know he sees my posts every now and then, and he'll like them and shit like that.
That's
But
what's up, though.
he doesn't really comment or talk about doing my music. I know he still raps a little bit, but he doesn't take it very serious. He kind of has this old school, like original Eminem sound.
Oh shit!
Like how you heard Eminem on like Biter Phobia and shit
Or like
like
Slim
that.
Shady LP or Slim
No,
Shady EP.
before that. I'm talking about
Before.
95
It's like
Eminem.
Infinite or something like that.
Even before that.
Wow.
Yeah, like early stages of Eminem. Like he's dope and his wordplay is dope, but he doesn't take it as serious as I do.
I know in this one song you said that you don't need no guns. I mean, what is your weapon of choice, Zitro? A brass knuckles, a knife, Molotov cocktail, a fucking broken champagne bottle, a hatchet. What's your weapon of choice, Zitro, in like a zombie apocalyptic situation?
In a zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna have to go with a machete.
Ooh, hell
just
yeah.
because it's a big ass knife.
Hell yeah, shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Thuggalo Show. This is chapter 23 with Zitro, and man, we slam dunking like Jordan game 6, bro. Like
I was about to say, I'm the Jordan chapter of this motherfucker.
No, absolutely. Like I was going to reference that, bro. I mean, like Elixir alluded to. I think even last week when I announced that you were the next guest, like Elixir was like, it's about time. This has been like a long time coming, bro. Like dead ass.
It has. I'm glad to finally be here.
You know what? There is something I want to talk about that is, I'm sure, very, very special to you. It's just sitting in front of me, and I think I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. I got this booklet sitting here, and that
looks familiar.
There's a line in here where it says, "I want to thank the homie Zitro." And if y'all don't know, this is the Yum Yum Bedlam booklet.
The most recent Joker's card. Yeah, Zitro, I gotta ask, bro. When you found out that,
man?
Yeah, how did that make you feel, man? When you was featured in the booklet for a Joker's card of all things.
I just like Violent J said when I was on the Gong Show, I was blown away. Like I couldn't believe it. My phone was blowing up when that happened because everybody was saying you're in the fucking Yum Yum Bedlam booklet. Oh my god. I'm like, seriously? So I looked at it.
And so you didn't know you were going to be in
I didn't know. They didn't tell me.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Yeah, they just did it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro. That's crazy. I thought maybe like you would have got like an email or a message like, hey, man, we put you in the booklet. Well, yeah.
No, it caught me totally off guard. I had no idea.
So was it the interaction at the Gong Show and like the ovation that Jay gave you there? Were this like relationship sparked, or was there a previous time where you and Jay had talked or interacted in some way?
We did talk previously, but he kind of talked to me like I was just another person,
right?
Because he didn't see me perform. He didn't know my music like that. Because the first time I actually met him face to face was when I was on Rude Boy's Cruising to Barrio. Okay. Because Rude Boy invited me over there, and then Violent J was there at the same day. So I got to meet him and talk to him after the show and shit like that. But, he just kind of, asked me how I was doing and shit like that. It wasn't anything serious until the Gong Show. And then that's when he really had a conversation with me. And, like, he pulled me aside and he was like, bro, that shit was dope. I want to get you on The Gathering. I want to take you on tour, which I'm hoping still happens. But yeah, we're
all waiting on that announcement.
Shit. Oh yeah, man, if I can get on that farewell tour, that'd be some shit.
What is like the deal with that whole situation? Because they marketed it like we're gonna do a farewell tour, but here we are, like almost 3 years removed. Like,
don't speak on it, and it won't happen. Just don't speak on it.
I mean, that's a good. Hey, I mean, I'm just curious. Like, it just seems like that all that info just kind of just died down.
Yeah, I don't really know inside information like that. They don't really talk to me about a lot of that stuff.
I thought if you were on the booklet, you would have all the answers.
I wish. I wish.
It's now getting psychopathic from outer space. Like, come on.
Right.
That COVID was the reason, COVID was the reason we did.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big one.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll announce it soon, and I'll get an email about it, like, hey, we want you, and I'll be like, I'm there. I will drop everything.
So-
what I like about Zitro is he's so personable. When you meet him in real life, when you see him at a show, bro, he's just one of the dopest dudes, like dead ass. Zitro's
Thank
a
you.
A homie just to bullshit with, like for
Right.
real.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I don't like to be all stuck up like my shit don't stink and I'm better than everybody. I'm just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be all like that.
Except for he got a fresh ass ride.
Well,
But, man, this motherfucker's ride is sick. He's ride is sick, man.
I mean, it's a 2013 though, so it's all right.
Nah. Well, how big are those rims?
22s.
Sitting on 22's player. Hey,
With the 15s in the trunk, talking about you can
Yeah,
get
with
around the block.
With the 215 sundowns,
Mhm.
just beating.
Take us through more of the Juggalo Gong Show. Like, how did that? Did you just see that they were taking invitations, and you're like, man, I'm gonna apply for this shit, and I'm gonna get on this shit and kill it?
I actually had no idea about it until the day of, or like maybe the day before. The day before, because my manager hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, Psychopathic's doing a Gong Show. You should submit." I'm like a talent show. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess if you want me to.
Yeah, because you've been rapping for so long, so a talent
Right.
show might seem like, oh man, I know I have talent. I don't need to go.
Right. And that was my
showcase it.
exact thoughts. Like,
Right.
I know I can do it, but why? I'm like, it's not gonna get me anywhere. But I sent the email. They hit me up and they were like, okay, yeah, you're invited, come through. And I went there. Did I Don't Need No Guns. I wasn't even gonna do I Don't Need No Guns. I decided on I Don't Need No Guns like 30 minutes before I was about to go there.
Damn.
Because
I didn't
when
know
I got
you had that
there,
thrown together, bro.
What
Yeah,
were you planning on playing before then?
I don't know. I was gonna do some bullshit. Like really, I was gonna
Real
do
shit.
some mixtape shit that I had, but
Or shit that you liked personally. Like, I just want to perform
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at that time, I Don't Need No Guns was getting a lot of traction, and I was like, why don't I just give it a shot and see how it goes? I know this song 100%, and it's very clubby and upbeat. Fuck it, why not?
I don't know
get
if you'd
there.
be on the show right now if you didn't do that day, bro.
Oh, right.
You know, so things happen for a
No.
reason.
No, I get there and everybody's asking me like, "Oh, what song are you doing? What song are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't need no guns." They're like, "You're doing that old song?" Because like I said on the Gong Show, that song was 2 years old at the time. So they were like, "Why? Why don't you do some new shit?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just wanted to throw this one on there and just say fuck it." Sure enough, it worked and they loved it.
Jay fucking went berserk over it, bro. He loved that shit. I think that's why, like, you made a lot of new fans because they saw how the reaction Jay had. They were like, well,
Yeah.
damn, if Jay sees something, then I got to peep the Zitro cat out some more. You feel me?
Yeah, and what's crazy is that song wasn't even supposed to be meant to be that live. Like that was a whole diss song.
Should have been on Mind of a Killer, right? That verse should have been on Mind of a Killer.
Yeah,
But this is
what
the big part
did you
too
hear
that
that
got
one?
delivered.
Have you heard Mind of a Killer?
I haven't, but I only know the legend of said Mind of a Killer because you reference it in I Don't Need No Guns.
It's on SoundCloud. It does exist. But technically it is a part 2. But yeah, it's a diss track. And somehow it ended up being dope. I guess I Drake that shit. I don't know how I did it.
No, real shit. We had a comment here in the chat that I wanted to have you speak on. It says, speaking of Ride, what happened with the Wicked Whipping video with Tierra Diaz?
Okay. So
People want to know, Zitro.
we shot the video and the guy that was editing the video made a rough cut and I made some suggestions. When he went back to go do said suggestions, something happened with his Final Cut Pro and it crashed the entire program.
Yeah.
Lost all the video files and everything. So we are planning on doing a reshoot.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna come. It's gonna come. I just don't know when.
Was it a fresh video and it was stale as fuck that happened?
Yeah, because it only needed a few more edits. It was dope.
Right.
but there was just a few things I wanted tweaked, and now it's gone.
The way I look at things like that, though, is kind of like a video game. You know what I mean? The second time that you start over, though, I think it's going to be a lot more fleshed out.
Yeah,
It'll probably end up being better. You're probably going to end up looking at the final and being like, this is fucking perfect, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying to myself too. Like maybe it was a sign, you know, it wasn't gonna pop off the way I wanted it to pop off, but I already talked to TR Diaz and he's down to do a reshoot, so we're planning that right now. He's actually in town right now, which is dope.
Oh yeah.
I'm not too familiar with TR Diaz. I know he played at the Gathering last year, right? He was on like the stage for
he was on the second
freestyle competition, maybe.
Yeah, he did that. Yep. I think he was on.
Too.
Yeah, he was
Cypher. That's where I know him from. I'm not too familiar.
He performed right after me at the 3-ring extravaganza too.
Okay, hell yeah.
So, yeah, he's dope. He's a really fresh MC. I don't know if you guys ever checked him out. I know, you know, Onsted and Elixir have, but Trailer Park, you need to check him out. He's fucking dope.
I will definitely look into it, bro. If TR Diaz is a Thuggalo, he's welcome over here. Shit, I mean, he's putting on for the culture. I'm always like open to people that give a fuck about our culture. And like Zitro, I know is one of those people. That's why it's important to have you on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got a whole ass song named Thuggalo.
Yeah,
I had to, bro.
Right?
I had to, because I've been claiming Thuggalo since fucking Violent J said Thuggalo on Shangri-La on that Supervillains track.
Right.
That was the first time I heard it.
On Thuggalo Show social media, I'm always reminded by like other like random people. Everyone wants to tell me, you know, who came up with it. I'm like, I don't know why. Well, did I claim it? I never once said I own the word. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We didn't trademark it.
People say J, people say fucking A and B, and I'm just like, bro,
Bone
Thugs as well.
Here's the thing. Jay said Thuggalo back in 2002, right? Yeah. And then Bone said it on Thug Pit in 2005.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
So technically, it was Jay.
You heard it here. That's it.
Right.
I mean, Violent J is a Thuggalo. I mean, if you've been following on Instagram lately, he's been wilding the fuck out.
Shit.
Jay is living his best life right now.
He is. He's doing something. He's
leave Violent J alone.
Violent J's Instagram page for the past month has just been the most beautiful, chaotic thing ever, and I'm for
he's so lit, and I love it.
That thing with the cow was great, man.
Yeah, he's doing side quests. He's doing side quests.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you in a field like filming a fucking buffalo? But I'm like,
why not? Why not?
Once you do so many things, bro, and you build a subculture, that's people just don't do that shit. You can't just invent a subculture. It kind of just happens on its own. Yeah. So like when I see him wilding out on social media today, I'm just like, oh, bro, he's just doing side quests, bro. He's completed the main missions. He's just fucking around, bro.
Just fuck it. Why not?
What's the extent of your relationship with Violent J, Zitro? Do you ever like hang out at his house, watch wrestling with him or something?
No, we don't hang out. We still text every now and then. I'll ask him how he's doing, and you know, he's like, he's good, you know, he's all right. So yeah. There's no, you know, there's no ill will, nothing like that. We're still really good. I just tried to get Shaggy to come out to a show, but he's busy and shit. So
speaking of shows, you got a show coming up on May 4th?
I got a whole bunch of shows coming up.
Which ones did I skip over? Are there shows that are sooner than that?
So I got a show April 22nd.
Nice.
With Scum and Smalls One for the Blame Us tour.
Of course, I saw that shit.
Yeah. That's at Max Bar in Lansing. Nice. So tickets for that are $15. And then I got the May 4th show with Cluner. I know y'all know Cluner.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be
Cluner has been on this show before, so yeah.
I will be in the building for that motherfucker.
Yeah, Onsted will be there. Thuggalo Show reporting live, dog. Hell yeah.
And I may or may not hop on stage with Cluner.
Right.
You might have to check in, but I mean, we'll see. Dog. He's the king of Farmington out here. You feel me?
Right.
Look at Tim Hodges though, trying to manifest Zitro and Cluner on the same track.
We
Is that a
need that
possibility?
shit.
Hey.
It looks like Tim.
He said that might be the
We
major
don't.
artist I was talking about earlier. You don't even know.
Oh, we done
You
spilled
don't
the
even
sauce.
know.
No, not exactly.
Allegedly.
No, but, there's a little sauce spilt, little one. That there may be some truth to that.
I think it'd be interesting. I think that whole lineup is like Cluner and Zitro is like, what kind of nightmare blunt rotation set list is
The
this,
King
bro?
of Farmington and the Detroit,
The Detroit
Demons
Demon.
on the
Bro,
same
it's
fucking
gonna
stage.
be fucking live. I'm telling you.
How did you get the name Detroit Demon? Was that something you like workshop with yourself, or did somebody pitch it to you? How'd that come about?
I kind of just randomly said it on a song. I said it on Mind of a Killer.
I've not listened to said track.
But I didn't say Detroit Demon. I said hip hop demon. But then I didn't want to pursue hip hop demon because there's other demons of hip hop. I wanted to just make it more narrow and keep it in Detroit. So I just said Detroit Demon. And then I came out with a song called Detroit Demon. And then it kind of just stuck. Everybody called me the Detroit Demon from then on.
What does Detroit mean to you? How has Detroit influenced your art?
Well, it was everything. Like all I really did was I listened to a lot of Blade Icewood back in the day. I listened to a little bit of Doughboys Cash Out, but then they kind of started sounding the same on everything, and it kind of steered me away. But after that, I still study Detroit rappers to see what they're doing, like the I Swear Vezos and the T Grizzlies and shit like that. But who I really listened to was like Danny Brown and shit like that, Dej Loaf. Just the different Detroit rappers that don't sound like the stigma of Detroit, like Detroit rappers they sound like now, because everybody from Detroit sounds the same. They all want to have this certain sound to where they rap like this kind of offbeat talking type rap, and I don't like it.
Babytron repping Detroit, he sounds very different. I think that's what stands him apart.
He's different with the fact that he likes to switch his beats a lot.
Yeah.
But that punch in rap where you just rap a bar and then punch in and rap another bar, I don't like it.
There's like a tone with like Detroit rap, like you said, like where they jump in and just keep going and keep going. It's like very aggressive. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my style of hip hop.
Yeah, because I think about it like this. I think about it like, can I perform that? And when I hear Babytron's music, I try to understand, like, how can he perform this? Because he has words layering over other words. And it's just like, how do you perform that without running out of breath?
Onsted was alluding to it. That might have been a big reason why at the gathering he was not received very well by the Juggalo crowd, you know?
Exactly. And it'd be one thing, like, if he had another hype man on there to rap the next bar for him, like, they would go bar for bar. That would be dope.
Instead of three security guards trailing after him.
Well, you mentioned Danny Brown. I mean, he has a unique style. Also a Detroit rapper. He, like, how can you, like, he got a reaction at the gathering in 2021 where he was, I don't even remember what happened. Did he get booed?
He talked about
yeah, he got
I don't even remember.
Because he was really fucked up, and I guess he thought that the crowd wasn't perceiving him well, and he got pissed off.
It was right before ICP, so the crowd was kind of like, it was a tough spot to be in, because like the crowd's kind of angsty for like the ICP set at the end of the gathering, and you're kind of, they always put a big name in that position. But, you know, like Danny, I was thinking maybe it was like, you know, he's so different. He's so unique in his rap style.
Yeah.
And,
he's played gatherings before as well.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if maybe it was not translating. So he was not getting booed for his performance. He was getting booed because the crowd was just irritable.
Yeah. I think it was a lot.
Okay. Word. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I just like Danny Brown's like voice and the way he be flowing words.
Oh, he's so unique.
Like it's so different. And that's what I love about it.
Danny Brown is like a big influence. Like, I feel like if I was a rapper, I would want to sound and like be like Danny Brown, because that's a dude who, like, I don't know. It's always interesting to me when you hear someone rap, and I'm always sitting there thinking, I wonder who his favorite rapper is.
He's funny
Right.
too, man. Like his bars,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
funny.
Oh
with
yeah.
it, too, man.
Oh, I know,
Danny's
right?
House with ICP was funny. You remember that?
Fucking this shit was with Shaggy.
What's a dream collab, Zitro? Who do you want to work with, man?
A dream collab would
Yeah.
have to be definitely ICP, but
Of course.
I mean, besides that, you know, you got your Tech Nine and Eminem, but those are like huge dreams.
It's a dream
Someone's
collab,
funny.
bro. You can dream whatever you want.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
be M and
it's
Tech?
not impossible, but if my pockets was right, I'll drop the cash for it.
Damn, interesting. How? What is like your opinion on Tech Nine? I've never been a huge fan of Tech Nine, but he's got a large fan base. I can't deny the fact that there's a lot of technicians out there, bro.
Oh yeah. I used to claim technician a lot back in the day. Tech Nine was a huge influence for me just because I used to do a lot of chopping. Like back when I was with my rap group, Hell's Most Wanted, I used to solely be a chopper. That was my thing. Since then, I kind of slowed down a lot because I guess chopping is not the thing anymore.
Is it hard to do that live? I would imagine.
It is, but when I write, I kind of write my breaths in, so I know when to take a breath on stage. So I make it a lot easier for myself. And when I do my ad libs, I stop rapping on stage for my ad libs to kick in, so I can catch a breath and then come back rapping. So everything I do on stage is very, very strategic. I don't just wing it. It's pretty much choreographed.
Hell yeah, 100%. I got a comment here from Juggalo with a GoPro. He said, I want to learn about what the legend of Nane Rouge is.
It's a lot. In a nutshell, Nane Rouge is the Detroit demon. Like there's old Detroit like folklore about red imp that would cause chaos in Detroit. All the bad shit that's happened in Detroit, it was caused by Nane Rouge, like the fires of Detroit and the real bad ice storms and shit like that. It was all blamed on the Nane Rouge. And Nane Rouge is French for the red dwarf. So it kind of fit me because I like red and I'm kind of short. I'm only 5'8". So yeah, that's me.
Short King.
Exactly.
Shout out to Short King.
I feel
Also
it,
a
man.
Short King myself. Shout out to Short King.
5'7", man.
Yeah, so we're
5'7",
right there, bro.
with you. Yeah, right there with you.
Onsted is
know.
like, I can't relate to none of these motherfuckers.
No.
I know when I first seen Onsted in person, I was like, "Holy shit, bro!"
He said, "What's up, dog?"
Right.
Onsted coming in
I was
at
like,
like
"God damn."
7'3" is just casually. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And then I stood next to Hex, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I know, right, dude? It blew me the fuck away the first
That's
time. I
funny,
seen
'cause
Hex live too.
That's funny because when Hex stood next to me, he was like, "Damn, you really are big as fuck, my guy."
Yeah,
Man,
right.
What do you think of Chapter 17, Zitro? What do you think of Ouija Mac and Hex?
look, chapter 17 is definitely about to be the new Psychopathic. Like when Jay and Shaggy retire, it's gonna be chapter 17. You know, it is real talk. They're doing their thing. They're grinding. Ouija's grind is undefeated. There's no one harder in the game than Ouija right now.
It's inspiring to us as
Very
podcast
inspiring. I'm like,
bro,
how?
content creators.
If you
How-
think
how do-
about it, there hasn't been nobody as hardworking since fucking the clowns themselves.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. In this
Right.
community, especially, absolutely, 100%.
I wish I had that talent to be able to just drop tracks like that, bro. It takes me hours just to do a verse. You know what I'm saying?
The fact, like, this whole scroll keeping thing is dope, and shout out to the scroll keepers watching right now.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's just 2 whole albums that
Oh,
might just
yeah.
sit on a shelf forever if no one finds them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. When I was looking into that, I was like, this is crazy that he thought of this. I couldn't imagine. I'm like, I'm a storyteller, but I'm not a riddler like that motherfucker. Like, god damn.
Stoney in the chat says that's because Kevin be working. I think Kev's a big part of that too. I think Kev has a big influence. I think Kev helps the direction of C17.
Oh,
Acetone said he's a scroll keeper as well. Shout out to all the scroll keepers. I'm just too dumb for that shit.
Big fact.
I want it to be,
Dumb.
but you know, that's I got so much shit going on. I can't keep
Me
up.
too.
I
cannot.
just too, yeah, me too, right? I just haven't, like, I've had the pre-order, I have all the fucking numbers, the fucking barcode, everything. I just like ain't fucking done it yet.
Shout out to
bad scroll keeper.
Absolutely. I just want to say shout out to Jiggy Fresh from Team MUJ. Like, I follow him on Twitter and he's always on it with the scroll keeping. He is deep in the game. So shout out to him, bro. Just because I respect it, man.
Having that patience.
The patience, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a very patient person. So, like, when I see like all these numbers and letters, I'm thinking, okay, if I don't get this in an hour, then I'm gonna be raging.
My brain's going like this. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
But then I talk to people that be deep in the shit, and they're like, "Oh, bro, I found some things." I'm just like, "How long you been doing it?" "Oh, a couple weeks." I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know."
Are you serious?
I'll be like, God damn, all right. Well, just tell me what's going on. Keep me informed.
That's how I am, bro. I'm just like, I just want to know, but I don't want to be on some weird, like, we're gonna leak the shit. I have no interest in. Like, I want people to find it the way they should. But like you said he's like the hardest person in the scene, like in terms of work rate and work ethic, as the clowns were back in the day. They would always have the shits where you had to reverse the message in the audio. Yeah. And now in 2023, that's kind of easy to do. You can just download some software and do that in like 10 seconds. Yeah. But scroll keeping kind of is like the modern way to do that because it does require some effort.
You're entering the fucking matrix at this point. Like,
basically.
All these damn numbers.
Yeah, hell yeah. Right. Shout out to Ouija Mac. We do this thing called Trash or Fire every week.
Yeah.
So play the graphic, doggy. Play the graphic.
Start to start the movie.
Sad time.
Start the movie.
So this week's Trash or Fire is gonna be, and we had to do it, Long Island iced tea.
Fire. But look, only from certain places. Like, they got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I sip it and all I taste is lemon, trash. But if I sip it and I taste straight alcohol, fire.
There's like 7 different fucking liquors in there that better just taste nothing but alcohol, and it better be a splash of tea in that bitch.
I've had some bad ones where I didn't taste any alcohol, and it still ran me like $8 for a little fucking cup.
It's like, how can you list that much alcohol and not taste the fucking alcohol?
It was bad because most of it's ice.
Right.
That's how they get you. I'll be like, no ice. I don't want no fucking ice. Fill my cup up.
Black diamonds, please.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say trash. I'm gonna be real. I don't really fuck with the islands, dog. I'm gonna be real.
I mean that's cool. That's cool. I ain't gonna knock you for it. That's my thing.
I'm more of a Sex on the Beach kind of fella. You feel me?
Okay, I can do that.
I'm gonna say fire when I've been drinking already. So like, but if I'm like just going up to the bar, I'm not ordering a Long Island. So I'm gonna think my final decision is gonna say trash.
Your manager said trash, Zitro. Yeah. Andy don't fuck with him either.
Because Andy only drinks Jaeger. That's why.
Oh, he the other side of the spectrum. That's a little wild.
Me and Andy can be friends then.
I mean, I drink Jaeger too. Boy, Jaeger Slam with Scum back in December. Oh my God. That shit
Scum's built different. Scum is built different.
I can't keep up with him. Like,
I doubt I would either, but I'm just saying, like, Jaeger.
I drank so much Jaeger. I'm lucky I didn't throw up. You know,
Crown, shout out Crown. I fuck with Crown Vanilla.
That's right, boy.
I got a love-hate relationship with Crown.
Oh, why, bro?
Just because it doesn't really taste that good. I think it's overhyped.
Get out of town.
I'd be mixing it anyways. So
Crown Apple is straight.
Yeah.
That's the only tolerable one for me.
Honey. Don't say honey.
No, see, I'm not even a big peach fan like that. I can drink peach Faygo.
Peach Faygo is top 5 flavors.
But every other peach flavor, nah.
Interesting. So I'm gonna go trash. We got Zitro with fire. Onsted, did you say fire?
Trash. Trash.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say fire.
Interesting.
50-50.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
50-50 on the screen.
I guess we're gonna have to take it to Twitter this week. Because
Yeah, we
Twitter-
gotta take it to Twitter this week. So
We
on
got to make a
Tuesday,
poll.
Tuesday, Peep Thuggalo Show on Twitter, we will be putting up a poll for Long Island iced tea because we could not come to a consensus with the screen. But
we're split down the
Zitro,
middle.
hell yeah, man. Let's get into some word association. Zitro, you've watched the show. You know how we do this shit, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Onstead, who's the first name on
First
the list?
one we got. He's actually playing Detroit tonight. Zillakami.
Zillakami, well, I don't really know him, but he's dope. I like him as a rapper. He's dope. I listen to his shit all the time when I'm just riding around the truck. So yeah, Zillakami's dope.
That's what I mean. City Morgue is fresh. It sucks.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they had to go kind of their separate ways. I like So Smoola. I mean, he was on that Ouija album, Problem Children, back in December. He killed
They
that
got
shit.
that last tour going on right now.
Yep.
Right. I don't think
Yeah.
it's the end of them as a group. I think,
I don't
you know,
know,
down the
man.
road.
He said
think?
He said he's done making music and shit. So
You're just
That's
not
not, I hate
satisfied.
that. I think I don't
Everybody
wanna-
says that shit. You know
That
how
is
many
true.
times I've said that shit?
Zitro.
And here
Zitro,
I
did you
am,
say when
20
you got hacked, you were like, I'm done. I quit.
No, but man, it really does. It is a buzzkill for real.
I bet, bro.
And I think that's what's causing my writer's block right now because I'm trying to
Mhm.
get this major project done that I'm working on. And I'm just like, fuck, I can't think of anything.
Seems like that would be good fuel, though. Getting hacked, you could, you know, hack them up for doing said action to you, dog.
Yeah, but
It's
The-
just so basic to say
the
that. as a
EP,
Juggalo
the
rapper.
EP I'm doing, the EP I'm doing with this artist has a theme, and I'm trying to stick to
Okay.
that theme. And it's easy, but it's hard at the same time.
Well, who's that
Hey.
artist?
Hey, what's up, son?
Yeah.
I can't say the artist yet, but
Well,
y'all
what's his
know
name
him.
start with?
Y'all know him.
Okay.
Has he been on the show?
No,
Okay. All right.
no.
So
But
it's
y'all
not
know-
Cluner. Damn it.
Y'all know who he is because he's been around for decades. I'll just
Interesting.
say that.
You know what's gonna happen is when
Oh,
this information comes
that is
out,
my son. That is my son right there.
that's
Okay.
actual Mini Zitro. Shout out Mini Zitro in the chat.
make sure you guys go check out his gaming channel. He games, correct? If I'm wrong, if I'm not right.
Yeah. He does. I do too now.
Oh, okay. Is he Mini Zitro on like Twitch?
He does have one. He hasn't streamed on Twitch yet.
Okay.
We're trying to get all that shit worked out. I'm trying to get him a new laptop to do that. But
I'm not gonna bother you anymore, but Acetone in the chat said, "Is it ABK?" I won't bother you anymore.
no, it's not ABK. I'll tell you, it's not ABK.
That was a
All right, I'm
strong
done.
no.
I won't bother you
well, no,
anymore.
I don't got no. ABK is my boy. Like,
The next name is on this list. I have Big Hoodoo.
Ooh.
Another
Hoodoo.
Detroit name.
Yeah, he's another homie. I listen to him frequently. He reps 7 Mile, which is not far from me because I rep Plymouth Road. So yeah, big P Rock in the building. But yeah, Big Hoodoo, it was another one of my inspirations before I started talking to Violent J and shit like that, because he was repping the city so close to me. Everything he was saying was relatable. And when he started getting into the African voodoo and shit like that, I was like, that shit's dope.
Mm.
So yeah, I love Big Hoodoo. He's dope. Talked to him a couple times. He's a dope person. Love that guy.
The next name on the list, I'm gonna just say it just to get it out of the way because it was on the list, but ABK.
ABK is another homie of mine. He's such a funny guy. Oh my god. Like back at Camp Zool 2, man, me and ABK was talking so much shit back and forth to each other. Like, he was mad at me because I was on keto. And he was like, "What? So you don't eat meat?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking eat meat." He was like, "You don't eat fruit?" I'm like, "No, because it has sugar in it." He's like, "You need fruit in your fucking diet. Why aren't you eating fruit?"
You just roasting your.
I'm like, "Oh my god, bro! I'm like, calm down."
ABK seems like a fun dude to just chill with.
He is, especially when he's drunk. He's great.
Was he drunk when he was like roasting your food choices?
Oh yeah. He was wasted. Yeah.
So
I mean, I was too. I was too. So you know, it was a good time. It was a good time.
I have the next name. I have DJ Clay.
DJ Clay, a really good friend of mine. Like I can call him to this day and have a heart-to-heart conversation with that dude. Fucking love DJ Clay. He's always inviting me out to his Twitch streams and shit like that. But you know, I got kids, so most of the time I'm busy with them and I can't just up and go. But every now and then I do go on his stream. And maybe in a couple weeks you'll see me on the Clay station and shit like that, just chilling with him, playing some video games.
Shout out DJ Clay. We got a comment pulled up on the screen, Zitro. Wake Up says, "Why does your intro say that you don't need no guns? And then in the same song, you say that you have a gun. Which one is it? Do you have a gun or do you not need a car? You can't have it both ways."
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be a long one. So hear me out. This is perfect because I'm glad somebody asked about this.
I was gonna, but then I decided not to. No.
Any song I got that y'all got questions about, I will answer. So check it out. I don't need no guns. It's supposed to be taken both ways. Technically, it is a double negative.
Gun bisexual.
It's a double negative. I don't need no guns. Okay. I did it on purpose. The reason being is because I wanted to pretty much make a song for the hood. Because hood niggas always talk about, you know, I don't need no gun. I can beat your motherfucking ass. Right. But then at the same time, if you take it literally, it's talking about you do need a gun, which is why I said in the first verse, you know, pull out the 9 or the 44, make them go night night. You know, I'm talking about guns in the first verse, and I'm talking about shooting people. Because it's supposed to be taken both ways, but then later in the song, I am still talking about beating somebody's ass. So it's however you want to perceive the song, it'll work both ways.
You do say in the first verse, this verse should have been on Mind of a Killer. So you're already kind of telling us like, well, this verse wasn't really made for this.
Well, yeah, because I'm either going to shoot you and kill you, right. Or in the other verses where I'm talking about beating you and having your heart in my hand still beating, that's going to kill you too. So that's why I said it should have been on Mind of a Killer, because that was in my mind and I think like a fucking killer. So yes.
Interesting. Next name, Onsted?
Next name on the list is the homie Hex, Mr. West Coast Wicked Shit himself.
Man, met him briefly, but he's such a humble dude. I love his fucking music. I bang that shit. That shit stays in rotation on my playlist when I'm just banging down the fucking block. Fucking Hex's fucking music is so fucking dope because I love, like I said earlier, I love that fucking West Coast shit. That West Coast shit is what I always listen to. And everybody, a lot of people says that my music sounds very, very West Coast. And that's why, because I got a lot of my influence from the West Coast, you know, the fucking Tupacs and fucking just everybody. Who else is over there? Too Short, all that shit. Everybody I listened to back in the day was West Coast. And I love the beats. Every time I'm looking up beats to buy, it's West Coast type beats.
You think that regional rap sound might go away? Like if you're 15 and you aspire to be a rapper, you might not necessarily be influenced by someone because they live in the same region as you.
No,
it's like what you like.
It is starting to phase out. But the beat style is still there. The rap style is starting to just blend together.
Right.
But the beat style's still there. Like I'm listening to music from Dax, and Dax is dropping shit that has like Detroit style beats, and I'm like, what the fuck? But it's dope because you can blend everything together.
Yeah, like back in the 90s, it was so split. It was like Outkast is the South, Tupac is the West, Biggie is the East, Jay-Z, and it evolved over time. And then you had the Midwest when you had acts like Kanye West coming up and Twista and shit. And just interesting how that is phased out, bro. Like regional shit, everyone's influenced by everyone and everything kind of sounds the same outside of the beats. But there's going to be a time where that's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah, because it's starting to just be like lyricists, boom bap rappers, swag rappers, nerd rap. It's not going to be regional anymore. Hey, Trick Daddy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Trick Daddy back in the day.
No Limit in the South, absolutely. Shout out, make them say,
Trick Daddy.
Honestly, one of the reasons why I started wearing contacts was because of Mr. Magic from No Limit.
Hell yeah.
Because he was Mr. White Eyes. And I didn't want to really copy that. So that's why I got the white contacts with the black outline, because I didn't want to have like the solid white. So I got the white with the black outline. And then of course, years later, everybody started telling me I like the Hobson thing you got going on. No.
He said, motherfucker!
Right?
It's the Mr. Magic thing I got going on.
Damn, bro.
He said, it's the Zitro thing I got going, motherfucker.
What's the next name, Elixir?
So the next name on our list is somebody that me and Onsted have actually seen you perform with, and that's Project Born.
Oh, man. Project Born. I just got off the phone with Frank Nitty not too long ago, and me and him talked for about an hour. And that dude, his wisdom on everything is crazy.
That man is hilarious on Facebook too.
He's hilarious, but when you really sit down and talk to him, he knows his shit. And he inspired me to do a lot of shit. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen to him. So if I don't know if he's watching, probably not, but if he watches it later, Frank, bro, Nitty, bro, thank you, dog. So
Frank Nitty is a Thuggalo, hey.
For real.
Next name I have here, we talked about him earlier, Violent J.
Violent J, fucking family, dog. Like he helped me so much with everything and barely did anything. He just said my name and he helped. You know, when I had a show not too long ago, he posted the show, and you know, the show was damn near sold out because of him. So nothing but thanks his way. Violent J, I owe a lot to that guy. You know, I never thought I would, you know, be in his spotlight the way I am now. But I'm glad that my manager told me to go to the Gong Show for him to see me. You know, it was definitely worth it. But yeah, Violent J, family. For real.
Next one on the list, Queen, if you will. Smalls one.
Oh, that's the home girl. I was
Love
just talking
Smalls.
to her at the gathering, and I was like, "Hey, Smalls, what's it gonna take to get you on a track?" She was like, "Send it to me." I was like, "Word?" She's like, "Yeah." So that might be coming very, very soon.
Hey, the same thing can be said about Thuggalo Show. Like once we had Insane Poetry on, like I hit her up, like, "Hey, invite's open." She's like, "I don't know about doing podcasts." I'm like, "Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be good.
Yes.
I'll make sure it's good."
Please.
Yeah,
Hell
Smalls, if you're watching this, come on the show.
Big fans.
Come
Thank
on
you,
the
Zitro.
show.
Next name is Death Plus.
Ooh, that's another guy that I'm talking about working with.
Nice.
We were chopping it up at the gathering too, and he was like, "Hey, if you ever want to do a project together, let me know." I'm like,
Yeah,
he'll do it.
shit, let's
we've said it.
go. I know, but
Yeah.
I don't want to fill my plate up too much. I got a full
Right.
plate right now, and I got deadlines to meet.
I
That's
know
So-
we've said it on the show before too, but that man's grind is another one of those grinds that are just like impeccable.
All he does
Yeah.
is work. All he does is put out great shit, and it's like gourmet shit the man's cooking up. Plus.
I know. I don't know how people do it because man, I can't just sit, hear a beat, and write. I gotta sit and I gotta listen to the beat over and over and over again, and I gotta analyze this bitch, and I gotta figure out what's gonna work for it. And it's just like, man, my ADD is really bad right now. I gotta get back on my meds, like real talk. Like that's what I need to do.
Wake Up says you're extremely attractive, and he would want nothing more than to get to know you on a personal level.
Okay, I mean, maybe. What's the bank account looking like?
Yeah.
Damn, Zitro said I don't want no scrubs, dog.
Right, dude. Yeah.
The next name is Shaggy too, dope.
Shaggy, like I said, just talk to that guy. He's another fucking brother. You know, Shaggy, every time I see him, you know, it's nothing but love. Hopefully I can get on one of his Twitch streams soon. Because I know he don't live that far from me. It's about 45 minutes. So yeah. I love that guy. Nothing but love.
Next name on the list, Ouija Mac.
Ouija, I've only spoken to him briefly, but you know he's a cool dude. Like I said, grind unmatched, and I can only strive to have that same grind. I wish I can pump out tracks the way he pumps out tracks because he's killing it right now.
I got another
Yeah.
name. It's Bake Low.
My fucking brother. Me and Bake Low go way back. Y'all need to get him on the show, like for real. But Bake, I was around Bake Low since he started rapping back when he was just like 14, 15. And you know, I taught him pretty much how to refine his raps.
Nice.
You know, me and one of my other boys, Puppet Master, helped him, you know, build up his studio and you know, get all his shit right so he can record himself and mix and master himself. And you know, he grew wings and started going off on his own and doing big shit, going on tours with ABK and Twisted and shit like that. Like he's doing big shit. I'm proud of the guy.
Next name is Cluner.
Cloner,
The Caucasian sensation.
my new fucking homie, the only motherfucker I know that can do a track that's ad libs only.
Boy,
It was heat. It was
God
heat.
damn, I can't get that skirt out my fucking head.
I don't see how
God
Drewski
damn.
talked shit about him and didn't give him the fucking pass because that man's golden, dog.
Yeah,
Right.
Drewski, I don't know about him anyway.
Drewski's strict. He's strict. He's looking for real shit. He's not looking for no fucking comedy shit. That's not what he's looking for. But kudos to Cluner for even going up there and doing the damn thing.
Oh, they was grabbing my man's jacket, had him all discombobulated, bro. I was like, why y'all doing man
Dog,
dirty like
I
that?
know. I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck? I want to see the full video.
Yeah,
I want to
bro.
see what happened.
Real shit. Next name on the list, I have a Shaggy the Airhead from Lazy and Crazy.
Yeah.
He's another one I don't really know personally. He did judge me for the Juggalo Cypher.
He did. That's why he's on the list. Exactly.
Yeah. So I appreciate the fact that he thought that I was good enough to move forward.
Nice.
I would love to get a beat by Shaggy the Airhead.
I was gonna say that. I was
So
wanting.
Shaggy, if you're listening,
I think Shaggy's aware of what we do. I think Onsted once said like, yeah, Onsted was like he doesn't do podcasts,
Come
but
on,
I
Shaggy.
feel like maybe if there's any
Right.
podcast
Right.
that can make him come out, Thuggalo Show, maybe.
because
If
I've
not,
gotten
we're going
beats.
there.
I've gotten beats from like fucking
Nice.
God Synth and shit like that. But man, a Shaggy the Airhead beat or a Devereaux beat,
I know hearing one of your bars over a Shaggy the Airhead beat would be
Fire.
something. Yeah, it would be something else. For
I mean, the
sure.
closest thing I got to a Shaggy the Airhead beat was the Juggalo Cypher, because that Cypher
Yeah.
beat was
Oh,
Shaggy
yeah.
the Airhead.
Yep. Esham,
So-
how you feeling about Esham, dog?
The fucking godfather of the shit. Like, he's the one that started everything. I had the honors of opening up for Esham, not in Detroit. Ironically enough, it was in New York. So yeah, I traveled all the way out to New York with Bakelo. And we opened up for Esham there. It was a dope ass show. I don't like driving through New York. It fucking sucks. But but the city is great. I fit right in. There's a lot of red in New York. I'll tell you that.
Shout out all my Blazing Billies.
Yeah, all my B-boys out in New York,
Hey.
you know. But
we got
yeah.
one more name on the list though. Onsted, who is it?
Last one on the list, Jelly Roll.
Man, okay.
Yeah.
I
Here's
was
a good one.
I was promised. It kind of fell through, but I was promised to do a tour with Jelly Roll and Lil White back in the day.
Ooh.
But it kind of fell through because some drama popped off a few years ago where I had posted a video of Lil White kind of fucked up on stage, and apparently he was drugged. I didn't know. I thought he was just drunk, and he was drugged, and he was saying some very, very like weird shit, talking about, I don't want no more of my friends to die from drug overdoses. And the video went viral. And as it went viral, I got hit up by his manager, which is also Jelly Roll's manager, to take the video down. And I was like, I'm getting a lot of fucking views for this video. I'm like, why would I take it down? They were like, look, if you take it down, we will get you on a Jelly Roll and Lil White tour. I'm like, seriously? They were like, yes, we will do that. Just take the video down, please. I should have already known that it was a front.
Right.
But I was like, whatever, we'll see what happens. So I took the video down. And of course, nothing happened. But that's no ill will to Jelly Roll or Lil White. I still love both of those guys. But yeah, I would still like to do a show with Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is dope.
I mean, like what did Onsted before we started the show tonight? You said he did like 11 gatherings, right? Back to back.
He's done a lot. He's done a lot of gatherings.
Yeah,
And
he's done almost
took a
all
hiatus.
of them.
Yeah, he's took a hiatus. He hasn't played at the gathering in a few years. Like it might be time for Jelly Roll to come back.
Yeah, it would. I would love to see Jelly Roll back.
I'm not big into his music. I've never been like a country head in any way.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I
he
like
has
his rap shit. His
rap shit.
dope.
Yeah, like his old shit back in the day. I thought that
Yeah.
was lit. I just don't know if he would perform that. He just seems very country centric now. But I
he's
guess
all
he would
about
know
his
an
country.
audience.
I mean, the man just did the Grand Ole Opry or some shit like that.
That's
so,
crazy.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I got his rapping with Lil White about Otzi.
But I think if he came back to the gathering, he would do that rap shit.
bring back his
course.
old, yeah.
he'd play that zombie song he's got.
I would love all his country fans to like pull up thinking they're gonna see his like.
Yeah,
country
Bob,
shit.
we're gonna see some fucking Jelly Roll, son.
What the fuck is this rap shit?
They out here burning rebel flags and shit. What is this?
$200 for this shit.
Right.
Zitro, that was word association with the Thuggalo Show. That's a bit of a staple that we do every week here. We like to ask artists about other artists and see what their flavor is. Zitro, how can people reach you online, dog? How can we find you? What are you working on? What's next for the Detroit Demon?
Okay, so to find me online, I got a link tree. I can probably post it in the chat in a minute. But everything has changed now that I got fucking hacked. I don't really have a URL for my personal page, but my Zitro page technically is still facebook.com/therealzitro. My new Instagram page is at the Detroit Demon, but then everything else is the real Zitro. So you can probably just Google it. Just Google the real Zitro and you'll find me. But let me see what else. What else do I got? I already talked about my shows, except for Unity Fest. That's a big one that's coming up in October. So I want to plug that shit in real quick. That's October 29th at the Diesel Concert Lounge in New Baltimore, Michigan.
Hell yeah.
So if y'all want tickets for that, it's $30 on raptix.com, TIX. The show starts at 11:30 a.m. It's an early show. It's going to be an all-day thing. So we're going to start with gaming, and then it's going to go into a rap show.
That's fresh. That's unique.
Right.
I like that.
It's
like
also all ages, so kids can go. It's great.
Is Mini Zitro going to be in the building for that one?
He should be. He will be filming my set.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
That's what kids are good for.
Yeah. I also got my gaming channel, which is at White Eyed Gaming on YouTube. Where right now I just got Sonic Frontiers on there. So because I'm a big Sonic head.
Because fuck Mario.
Because fuck Mario. In one of the videos on there, I also leaked a track from an upcoming album.
Oh shit.
So y'all gotta watch the videos and find that track. It's there. But besides that, I got an album coming out. Well, a mixtape coming out called Red Hill Zone, which is all Sonic the Hedgehog based beats. So yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Is that like what Charles? Do you remember Charles Hamilton? Didn't he do shit like that kind of back in the day? Like he would rap on like Sonic shit, or was that just in his artwork? Maybe I'm over my head.
I have no idea.
I'll send you some Charles, bro. We can figure it out.
Okay, I know somebody was working on some like Mario shit. I forgot who was doing it, but somebody in the game was doing some Mario shit. But I'm doing the Sonic shit
because we talked about Mario already.
I'm with it. I think that's dope, man. I think that's the dope, fresh ass idea, and people love Sonic. Lil Filthy, if you remember her. From Thuggalo Show past, she's a huge Sonic person. She's thinking about making Sonic porn, even. So
I know.
Yeah, so
I know.
Maybe Zitro could tap into that market as well. Wake Up said he's a beautiful man. So,
like I said, Shadow the Hedgehog. That's me.
But
Zitro, I think that's dope, and I think you should pursue that, dog.
Hey, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
But besides that, like I said, I got that project with the unnamed artist at this point. I also, I think Keegan was doing the fucking Mario shit.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure.
What else? I'm about to start a big ass mixtape with other artists called the Zitro mixtape. And it's pretty much going to just bury the Zitro hashtag that I've been having going around.
That's what that is.
Yeah. It's a funny story behind that, but it's a long one. I'm not going to get into it right now.
Hey, we're welcome to have you back on the show and explain it, dog. And we can title it like chapter 840
Right. But this mixtape project is going to be full of artists that I always wanted to work with. But how I'm going to do it is it's going to be their track on this album just featuring me. And I want it to be a huge album, like 30 tracks. So it's going to be like a double disc. But it's going to be 30 tracks, 30 plus tracks, all from different artists. And they're all going to be featuring me. Hence the Zitro hashtag.
I like that idea, man. I think that's fresh as hell.
Yeah. So besides that, I think that's all I really got going on.
Well, I just got one more question for you, Zitro.
What's up?
Would you consider yourself a Thuggalo?
Man, I've been a Thuggalo since 2002.
Woo, woo.
Whoa.
Whoop.
That's what's up. Zitro, thank you for being on the Thuggalo Show tonight, player.
Thank you for having me, y'all. For real. It's been a long time coming.
All right. Thank you, brother. And we'll have you back on in the
Yeah.
future.
Yes, no doubt.
Much
Thank you.
love.
Much love. Whoa, whoa.
Woo, woo.
Whoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Thuggalo Show. That was the Detroit Demon Zitro. We always do a segment on this show, Onsted. What do we always do? What's this segment we do?
I do believe it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, it
for page of the motherfucking week, y'all.
Now, a lot of people might know this ninja right here. Mike Cole, Juggalo Twitch streamer, influencer in the community. Everyone knows Mike Cole. Welcome to the Thuggalo Show, Mike.
Yo. What up? Y'all hear me?
Wow.
Sound great, dog. I'm
Sound
with it.
good? All right.
You look great. We're matching. We're twinsies, dog.
I was
Look,
gonna
man, I
say-
just want to
Oh
point.
shit!
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
We got
Onsted
this
Elixir,
mirror.
Zitro gang. We're
Right.
Body gang.
So I was gonna say I didn't plan that either. I wasn't watching like shit. Let me throw my acetone shirt on. I wore it and I saw you wearing it when I was watching Zitro's interview, and I was like, "Damn, should I change my shirt?" And I was like, "Nah, fuck that.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And I
like
got
the
the charm
shit.
crew.
Hell
I gotta
yeah.
rock the
Oh, I see
gorilla
you
charm.
got the charm, dog. So that
The
goes
old.
well.
I got one of the OG ones too. You know what I'm saying?
You're Acetone's manager? Is that true? Is that like
That's right.
contractually
That's
accurate?
right. It's
Hell yeah. What do you think about this new album we just put out, man? It's really fucking good.
it's dope. The intro's fresh, right? Am I right?
Yeah, intro is slapping your face. Yeah.
No, it's dope as fuck though. Like even if I really wasn't on the intro, like I was pretty stoked when he asked me to do the intro. I didn't like it was all his idea.
Well, you're his manager, bro.
I know, right? Yeah, I was
every
pretty.
move, dog.
I was pretty stoked on that, so that was pretty dope. But the album fucking slaps though, straight up.
Carousels, they spin the block. Did I say the lyrics right? That shit hard.
I think
I've been
the best part of that whole album though, and I think I told him, was Much Payaso Love, dude.
Oh, Witch Blood with Darby is fucking flames.
Where he says
Right.
much payaso in Spanish, or
Ah.
it's clown in Spanish.
Oh,
He says much payaso love. I was like, that shit's fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I hit him. I think I hit him up, and I was like, yo, that shit was fucking hard as fuck. And he's like, I think he said Devereaux was also fucking with that. You know,
Hell
me and
yeah.
Devereaux
I
are
can't-
long lost brothers. So you know,
I didn't get that one. I missed it. Unfortunately, I have no Hispanic blood in my bloodline, player, but
Nah, I
I'm
feel
sure
that.
Mike Cole heard that the first time and was like,
Oh,
yeah,
right away, right away, bro, right away.
lit.
I know I'm probably not gonna pronounce the name right either, but the Aurelia's Betrayal.
Deetris. The album's called Deetris.
Right.
That's kind of a thing. Juggalo
yeah.
podcasters don't know how to pronounce album titles. It's
I'm
kind of
not
like
It
gonna lie.
always is.
Half the shit I don't
Yeah.
know what it says, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Like he's like, do you know
But
what
it's
it
the
says
song
right
with
there?
Dot
I'm like,
Strife,
no.
right?
Yeah, that's the track with Strife on it.
Yeah, it's
And,
right.
And like he's all, do you know what the shirt says? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't.
Nah.
I don't,
I'm not gonna butcher it, man.
Yeah.
Mike, I mean, you're an influencer in the community. I know when I call people that name, they're kind of like, oh, I don't know how to feel about being an influencer. It's kind of a weird tag. Like, would you claim the tag influencer? I think you deserve it.
I don't go around calling myself that, but I think it just comes with time. Like I've been
Hey,
around for a
I'm
long
giving
ass
you the
time.
tag. That's how
Thank
it
you.
works.
Thank
Like, you have to
you.
give me the tag,
Thank
and
you.
I'm giving you the tag, dog.
I like I've been around just people like, you know, like for example, people like Acetone and like fucking you know, other cats in the scene. Like we just been, I think when you're around for a long ass time and you've been to a lot of events, it's just gonna come with time, you know.
Of course.
Motherfuckers are gonna know who you are after a while. I never made it a point to fucking be like, I want everybody to know who I am, you know. I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
that's
You know, I mean, the only reason I ran with the whole Mike Cole gang thing was because I wasn't allowed to have a nickname, bro. Like all my homies growing up were like, nah, because my name is Mike Cole. That's my actual name.
right. Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, is it like Michael split up into two names? You know, because Michael, I'm like, so because my name is Mike Cole, when you know, when you're younger and everybody's like fucking, oh, this is my nickname, this is my Juggalo nickname. Like all my homies are like, nah, fuck that, you don't get one, bro. Like your name is Mike Cole, bro. He can't call you something else, dog.
Mike Cole gang specifically means a lot to Thuggalo Show because before we were a podcast, we were like Elixir said previously, we were like a rock band with a t-shirt. We didn't have no music out. We just had like a Twitter and Instagram for a couple of weeks before we went live, right?
Yeah.
And Hats did a shout out video for us at the Token Lounge where he was like, Thuggalo Show up in this bitch. And he also says Mike Cole gang up in this bitch.
Yeah, that Hex is my boy, bro. Hex.
Yeah.
I was homies with Hex before he was on Chapter 17, you know, like from him being out here in SoCal. I met him through Chucky Chuck from DGAF is a good homie of mine.
Hell yeah.
So
Chucky Chuck, a friend of the show, absolutely.
Yeah, so you know they did that track together, and then Hex, you know, I started seeing Hex around and shit like that. That's how I got to know Hex.
Hex has lived a million lives, dog. That's all I've ever learned about this cat is like when he's talking about the millionaires, I'm like, bro, this man has seen it everything. Like respect, like respect to Hex, big respect.
Yeah, I was fucking with them because, like I said, I met him through Chuck, and like at first I just was like, dude, this fucking music is hard, bro. This shit's dope.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate that I was not aware of him earlier. That's like one of my biggest gripes about Hex is I really was not hip to him pre C17. Well, a little bit because there was that time period on a podcast that we were associated with previously. We saw him coming up and we kind of thought like, okay, this guy's going to take off. And then guess what? He took off. And the person that we used to do a podcast with just did not think that was going to happen. And me and Onsted are sitting there like, yeah, dog, we kind of called this. We're not surprised. This motherfucker
fucking told you.
Told you, dog.
So, yeah, I mean, I know he likes to keep things secret and shit. But you saw the kind of bits and pieces of him like hanging out with Ouija, and he was in the Ouija video and stuff like that before he was signed.
Oh, like to get a live video,
yeah. So
there was a time where a previous podcast that we were doing, we were gonna have Hetz on the show. Hetz was down to be on the show, and the guy we were doing the shit with was like, "Oh, ain't no one gonna give a fuck, ain't no one gonna care. Fuck,
nobody cares about C17 that much."
And then a couple months later, he gets signed, and you know. I'm away from the situation like, fuck, man, we let that one go. And I know Onsted had to be bummed out. Like, well, damn, like we could have had him on before he really got on into the eyes.
Yeah.
But
that's
respect to Mike Cole because you've seen it all. You saw that shit way before then.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, I mean, I never turn people away based off their, like, how big they are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I got homies that, like, nobody knows who they are. Or still make like rapping locally here in San Diego that I fuck with. And they might be the next big thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't think so because San Diego's the hip hop's like, but you know, you never know.
That is interesting. How is San Diego? Do you like San Diego? I know the food is like it's the best Mexican food in the world, right? So I
love the fact that I was raised here, born and raised in San Diego. It was cool. When you're an adult, it kind of sucks because it's very expensive. But
yeah,
it's expensive, but like it's still tight. I fuck with it. Like I don't want to live here forever because like you ain't never gonna own a home here and none of that shit. It's way too fucking much money. You ain't never gonna own a home here. You barely get an apartment in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can imagine the cost of living, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful
I mean,
place,
it's super nice, and you get hella good weather. We just had an earthquake like an hour ago, though. But you know,
oh no shit.
Yeah,
because that's normal.
Right.
No, dude. I was sitting here. I was like, it was like right before you guys went live, and my whole fucking house shook. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But besides that, the weather's nice. It's just you got to work all fucking day to afford it, so you never get to enjoy the beach and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Mike, you have a Twitch channel. Tell me about it.
So it's twitch.tv/Mike Cole. I do like variety streams. I don't have like that one game that I play. I don't play like it's not like I just play one game like some streamers do. I play a little bit of everything. I will say 7 Days to Die is my main game, which is like a adult horror Minecraft. Yeah. It's like Minecraft for adults, pretty much. But I do jump around. I play a lot of horror games or like old retro shit sometimes. Sometimes I just shoot the shit, to be honest with you. I do kind of shit like this. Like I do every Thanksgiving, I do Rantsgiving with the homies. So I'll have it like kind of how your guys' setup is, and we'll just that's like one of my biggest streams of the year is Rantsgiving. Like we just tear into fucking everything from rappers to movies to each other to we just talk bad shit. Like the whole because it's my theory was like get that shit all in your system because you're supposed to be thankful on Thanksgiving. So talk mad shit on this day, get it out of your system. You know what I'm saying? And then I do
Bro.
I do Hater Holiday on Christmas.
I remember Hater Holiday. Shout out to
Yeah.
Acetone during said stream was playing us with
Yes,
Death
you guys
Plus
Yeah.
simultaneously, bro.
Yeah, and I
just
did it,
thought that was
and I kind of fucked up. I usually don't like to plan things around other people's shit.
Oh, that was we ain't.
Yeah, that kind of just happened that way. But
Right.
What's good about the Thuggalo Show, bro, is like you really don't have to watch us live because our podcasts are pretty concise. We're pretty dope with shit that like a lot of the shelf life on our content, like that Zitro interview is gonna be fresh 6 months from now. Like a lot of shit we talk about, like
it holds its weight.
I feel like we do it better than a lot of people, to be honest. Like it's kind of just one of those things where I feel like we do it a certain type of way. None of these shits get old.
It's mad entertaining for real. Like I wouldn't. I mean, you see me in the chat, bro. I wouldn't be in the chat if I was just cool with y'all and I was just like, I'd be like, yeah, it's dope, whatever, you know. But I'm in the chat watching. I'm in the chat watching. You know, if I'm not in the chat live, I watch it later. Watch it back later. You know.
Thuggalo Show.
So I gotta take it back. I gotta take it back to the video game though. So Mario or Sonic?
Oh, Sonic, bro. I can't hate on Mario. So I can't hate on Mario like a lot of Sonic fans do. But Sonic is just fresh, bro. It's like,
right.
You know, you're comparing. It's comparing like a fucking thug to a thuggalo to a fucking kind of like a plumber, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't really make this connection until now and like Zitro, but like the ADD aspect of it too. Like fucking Sonic is just a much faster paced game. You know what I mean? You're just like,
and I'm a big retro collector. Like I collect retro video games and shit. I'm a giant gamer. Like that shit's like a big part of my life. But like going back and playing old games on stream, bro, that shit's hard, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those old games are just a whole nother level of difficulty.
Like it's weird because I used to beat a lot of these games when I was younger, but now I'm just like, nah, I'm about to break my controller.
Look, going back, if you go back and play like original copy of Silent Hill, it's a challenge in itself just to get your character to fucking walk in the right direction. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I did that on stream too, bro. I did some original Silent Hill, and I was like,
right,
fuck this, bro. Like, and then the thing, like, you know, me and Acetone always talk shit to each other and shit, like joking around. And he'll, you know, because I'm a gamer, he'd be like, "Oh, well, I'm better at retro video games than you are," and I'm like, "You are, bro. I'm not even gonna lie." Because he actually beats some of those games, bro. He's actually a beast on those retro shit. Like I love them and I play them, but like I fuck with the save states, bro. I can't be fucking the save state on the emulators or shit. I can't fuck with the normal saves in a game, bro. I'll just die and die and die.
Right.
Hell yeah. Mike, you used to do like music of your own, right? You was a rapper, you was in the metal scene, like
I fucked around. I fucked around with a little bit of rap. I want to do rap again, to be honest with you. I was much more into making metal though.
Did Acetone's new album get you in like, man, I gotta get on track, man?
Yeah, that and like my homies are I don't know if you heard of my homies at a Reno, the TKD, the Khan Dynasty. They're doing the Ouija, they're opening up for Ouija in Reno. Like nice. all my homies been like have been doing it, or they're starting to pop up again, getting back into that shit, and it really got me wanting to fucking do music again. But my whole background was metal, to be honest with you. Like I've done shitty metal bands. I never did anything really dope, but I look back on it now, it's kind of shitty, you know. But it was fun at the time. Like a lot of death metal.
Dope, man. I think it's dope as fuck. That like
you're
creative.
My goal that I want to do coming up soon is like a black metal, like a Juggalo lore black metal album.
Right.
Where I take, you know how black metal takes like the Norwegian lore and the whole pagan lore and stuff like that. I want to do like a black metal sounding album, but with like Juggalo lore.
Just
dark. You know, like
that'd be fresh.
Like Dark Heart. I put that on Twitter, and Devereaux was like, I fuck with that idea. So
yeah,
if I got the blessing from Devereaux, bro, I think I have to kind of do it now. You know what I'm saying?
No, the Dev blessing means a lot. Like I can speak for myself and Onsted Elixir. Like he'll hit me up and just be like, man, the show was great. And I'm like, thank you. And it never gets old hearing it from him, because I know that dude is like the heartbeat of C17 in a lot of fucking ways. So it's like, damn, that's the guy who be making all these beats that I fuck with and listen to daily.
And they're all cool motherfuckers, man. I'm like, I'm fortunate enough to like, I never had to like fucking like go out of my way to try to be cool with like Devereaux and Shaggy Airhead and like Ouija and all them cats. Like they kind of just like were cool as fuck with me like right away, you know. So
real recognized skill is what
exactly.
it is.
Yeah. I never had to be like, you know, like, oh shit, what's up? Like my name's so and so. Like it just kind of happened organically, and I'm like, I'm pretty fortunate for that because there's some cool motherfuckers, man. Straight up.
Your boy Acetone dropped some like new merch today, right? Like just now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's up yet. I know he's in the chat right now. But it should be.
We got a photo. Onsted's got a photo of the new merch.
Ooh. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Dropping out?
Yeah, let's see it.
You mean this one?
Let's see that.
Let me see. Merch drop. Acetone in chat. Is this live now? Can people purchase
just
this
now? Acetone said just now in the chat.
Nice.
But, yeah, I think you can go over to acetoneboogie.com and pick that shit up. I'll be picking one up, that's for sure. You already know.
Yeah, I might have to.
Dancing.
I ain't got
and
it.
the cool part and the dope part about that shit is he draws all his own shit, bro. That's just hard. Like
so the Ray Miento artwork, is that his own artwork?
Yeah, all that shit he drew himself.
Oh, I did see where he did a whole ass graffiti mural with that cover art, didn't he?
Yeah, with the wagon.
Yeah, the wagon was
like I actually like spray painted it and shit. Yeah,
he's gonna be at the Reno show, correct, Mike?
Yeah, to my knowledge, yes, he'll be at the Reno show. I'm probably gonna hit Salt Lake City, drive down with my homie. Shout out my homie Max Terps on Twitch also. Max Terps 100. We're driving down from Salt Lake City to Reno, hitting the Reno show, and then going back to catch the Salt Lake City show, and then I'm flying out from Salt Lake City. So it's gonna be kind of a trek, but should be tight.
SoCal Juggalo says Ouija Mac in Vegas. Who's going? Your boy Trailer Park will be up in there.
Dude, I was trying to go to Vegas also and hit 3 shows, but it's just not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Hey man, I had to do it. I had to walk to Wasteland. I saw Elixir go to the UK, and I was like, I gotta do something.
We got you.
Shout out the homie fucking from SoCal Juggalos too. That's the homie right there.
Oh, SoCal Juggalo is great. Now, honestly, we just had a familiar face join the backstage area. Could you bring on the homie Waddy, Acetone Boogie?
Yeah.
What up? I gotta get my fucking my headphones real quick.
Yeah, I can hear my name.
Shout out to my homie D-Day in the chat too. He's from TKD. Y'all should check him out though. The Con Dynasty. They're out of the Reno. They're all Reno Riders and shit. Shout out to the Reno Riders.
Shout out to Reno Riders, bro. Like that's like inspiring as fuck when I see them do their thing.
Those are cool homies too, man. The Reno Riders, same thing. Took me in like a motherfucker, bro. Like just for me kicking it with like some of them, they are all like, they gave me shirts and fucking charms and pins.
All right, I'm here,
bro.
Acetone, now that we can hear you properly, it's good to have you back on the Thuggalo Show. Always good to see your face, player.
Oh yeah, it's always a pleasure being here on the Thuggalo Show.
I was gonna say, why is your camera all green? Never mind.
It's my lighting, bro.
I
don't have my lighting.
Now, Onsted, the reason I wanted to add Acetone to the stream, of course, I wanted to have Mike Cole here because he is the page of the week. We wanted to give him his time, but he's Acetone's manager, so these are like two peas in a pod. You feel me? Right. If I see Acetone, I'm always like thinking of Mike Cole. Mike Cole. Always consciously thinking of Acetone, bro. Now, there's this interesting thing. If you follow Waddy on Twitter, you would understand that he's the best Juggalo Twitter in the scene, but there's always no cap. Like,
wait. Is it Acetone or is it Frankie Goldie? Because Frankie Goldie puts the knowledge out there.
Frankie got hacked, so he's like disqualified.
Plot twist. It was me who hacked him.
And Zitro.
Yeah, I was about to
say, there's always this video that Acetone puts up, like for anything.
I already know what it is, bro. I already know what it is.
And Acetone, if you could provide a step-by-step commentary of what we're watching right now, can everyone see it on the screen?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
here we have the back of where Mike Cole works. This is like the VIP section of his job and shit.
Okay.
It's a brewery. It has some nice graffiti in it. It's a dope ass brewery in Mike's hood. This is just the security camera for the place of employment is what we're looking at right here. Still,
Okay.
I'll explain what it really is once he's
Set up
done.
for
But
this.
you want me to explain what it really is?
it's the tap room.
It's not a VIP area, as you can tell by all the
And then
tags.
so here we have Mike Cole, the legend himself, my manager, dear friend of mine. He's taking the order on the phone as he normally does on his day-to-day basis. He takes orders when he has to. This is what he's doing. He's on the phone with the client right now, taking an order.
Oh,
There he succumbed to the ops. The ops being a keg right here. If you notice, he falls really hard. He doesn't let go of the phone.
Can we get a replay of the fall?
Look at
oh,
boom, and it looks like his head might have hit that other keg.
So cheers out. Those kegs in front of me. Luckily, were empty. I hit my head on all those kegs, bro.
Shout out to the
Okay, take
fans.
it from the top. Let me quite see what's going on. Is your foot gets stuck? Correct? Is that how this happens?
Look at it. It's on the extension cord too.
See that keg right there in front of me? It's gonna get caught right there. Boom.
Right there.
Jesus Christ!
So like, do I see a new thing every time I watch this video?
Look.
What's the extension cord?
Look, he picked up his phone real quick. Like, so you want to book acetone? When?
Yeah,
Right.
he didn't even mention that he fell or anything. He
I
just
did
like,
it. Hey,
all
so
that loud ass noise. He just
So
like
what
No
happened-
sold the
Yeah,
fall. That's
no worries.
professional.
when I picked up the phone, like I told the dude, I'm like, "Oh my bad, I dropped the phone," and he's laughing on the other end, like this fool's full of shit, bro. Like,
Right,
fell.
like he done.
He fell.
Yeah.
Right back to normal. Like, yeah.
The audio is a little muffled. Are you just continuing the phone call as if nothing happened?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, bro.
I don't know if it got muffled when I sent it over to you, but it's a lot clearer when like on the original.
I mean, all
video.
I'm saying is like, oh, you're gonna be here. We hold it for 30 days. So somebody pre-ordered a beer. Like,
Okay.
hold it for 30 days. The audio doesn't really matter except for the loud bang. But
Yeah.
so what
Well,
happened
audio
was,
matters a little bit because I want to know how like stifled you are by the situation.
No, bro, he doesn't sound
Right.
hurt at all. He just sounds
Right.
normal. He's like, so anyways, like
Right.
wait, do you see his arm? The arm thing he does?
Yes, I do.
Right. Yeah.
Good. It's killing me.
This is
I am
one of my
very
favorite-
accident prone, so
This is one of my favorite videos, bro. Didn't
Well,
you hurt
I've
your-
seen it many times on your Twitter. Like, basically, if anything happens, like Acetone will phrase it like, "Oh, you're tripping harder than Mike Cole if X, Y, Z."
yeah.
The
And it's
same
always
video
funny
of Mike
every
Cole every day.
Yo, it's not a diss to Mike Cole either. This is legendary because
No, this is great. This is like,
gets up.
Oh no, I'm the one that asked. I asked the owner for the security
Yeah.
footage, bro. I'm like, bro, I
Right.
need to see this, bro. Like,
I was curious of the lore, like if Acetone like sneakily got this footage.
No, I didn't sneakily got it. I guess.
I was
And
like,
Mike was like trying to take it down on Mark Zuckerberg
nah.
style.
When I fell, I was
We
like,
actually-
please
we
send me
actually
this
didn't-
footage.
Yeah, we didn't post it though for a long time until Mike said it was all right to post it and shit.
Yeah, I think they were kind of concerned about like, because all right, all that shit that's in my way should not be in my way.
Right.
They were
know what I'm saying?
concerned about you filing an insurance claim.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I'm not,
Can it be
I'm
more
not-
organized? It looks like everything.
bro, that's what I'm saying. All that shit is not supposed to be there.
I like the way it looks like that. To be
Like-
honest, I
like,
like it. It looks
that-
nice.
all of that is the brewer's fault, bro. The brewer left all those empty kegs right there, and like they're not supposed to be right there. Look, that's like my little walkway right there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's like. Do you think you can exit the video out Onsted? I think Mike is. I think we've seen enough.
It's
Well,
torture.
it's all over the internet if anybody wants to watch it back. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
it can be accessible for sure. Because I'm gonna use it as the new meme template. When I
Yeah,
want to
that's
make a
fine.
meme, I'll just use it as well.
saying? I don't put things
Right.
on. I don't put things on the internet if I don't want them.
This shit right here, bro. I was drinking another one of these. I've been on these. I think they're like the guy that got them just got too many of them during Christmas, so he has a bunch of them. It's fucking
Right.
called. It's called How the Slushy Stole Christmas. It's a fucking like a 6.2 alcohol fucking beer, bro. It's fucking hella strong. It's good. tastes
For
like
anyone
apple.
watching this like way in the future, it is not Christmas. It is
It's
very
not.
much
It's
March.
absolutely not.
March.
Yeah.
It's almost a gathering time.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, y'all should roll by our craft beer share at the gathering, by the way.
I was
Yeah.
pissed I didn't make it last year, man. I was
what's
pissed.
gonna be better?
Bro,
It's gonna be
bro,
better this year, bro.
Clownvis pulled up, fucking
Yeah.
Dev pulled up,
Team
Stripe
MUJ.
pulled up. Team MUJ helped us put it together. It was a Team MUJ informed Juggalos collaborative.
Well,
I got some fire.
Acetone, me and Mike are rocking the new album merch, bro. The new album.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all bumping it, rocking shit, even just streaming it for anybody that didn't buy the album. Just streaming it, it fucking means a super lot to me right now.
Hey, it had to be on Thuggalo Caviar, dog. It's the best of the best. It represents the culture.
I don't know if you guys noticed on my artist profile on Spotify, it has Thuggalo Caviar like highlighted on my Spotify and shit. Like,
thank
so
you,
cool.
brother.
I've had it there like since I found out about it and shit.
Oh, and I had,
Hell
to,
yeah,
rock
thank you.
I
It means a
had to
lot.
rock my favorite hat for the occasion.
Well, Shank needs to be on the
fucking
Thuggalo show in the future.
Oh yeah, bro, you guys
Oh.
got to get him on here for
Just
sure.
make
He's
sure you
on
give
the-
him. Make sure you give him a warning, bro. You don't want to get pulled from TOS, bro.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta let
the
him know
thing,
ahead of time.
yeah.
You gotta let him know ahead of time, bro.
He has
Like,
no
hey,
filter, bro. He'll
that's it.
But I mean, I feel like on YouTube, there's like you're a lot like less restricted as to what you can say and shit.
Like
To
in
a
a
certain
YouTube
extent.
live, I feel like they kind of let you freestyle a little bit.
Yeah.
Acetone, I love the new merch, bro. I'm glad we were able to put that image out there for the Thuggalos that might be watching live.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna have to work on a Thuggalo Show Acetone collaborative shirt too
That'd be tight.
eventually.
We're always
I-
open for it.
Eventually.
Is it on acetoneboogie.com?
So the pre-order or not the pre-order, the merch drop is live on the link tree right now. It will be on acetoneboogie.com as well. Acetoneboogie.com is my website just went live like last week. I barely started building the website and shit. So I'm gonna start doing monthly like blog updates like in the style of Weekly Freaky, like how that used to be Weekly Freaky on ISP. We'll start doing like
shit.
yeah.
Starting a
but that's-
URL in 2023 is hella bold, man. I don't know how many people are looking at URLs right now.
MikeColegang.com. You can go to MikeColegang.com also.
Hell yeah.
I only made that shit so I can lock it in and own MikeColegang.com. But
So
there
it's
is
not a
website.
video and Acetone locks it in, and it's just a loop video of you falling.
You
when
mean
go to
following.
MikeColegang.com.
I should put that video on there though. On my
That would be
website.
hard, bro. I'd
Yeah.
click it.
That has to be like an intro, bro. Montage intro.
Right?
You gotta
With
click on
with
them
that epic
all and
music.
Get into the website.
Yeah.
You know that epic battle music from like Matrix. 3?
Jackass from like the
Da, 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 da. That shit.
well, that was Jackass as
Or
well.
Jackass. Yeah.
Well, Mike, is there anything else you'd like to plug, man? We had to get you on the show. You're known in the
I
community.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Acetone almost wasn't even going to come on the live, bro. He was like, "Oh man,
Actually,
I didn't want
I
I didn't want to intrude on Mike's time and shit, but
We gotta ask the question though: trash or fire? Long Island iced teas.
fire.
I'm gonna say fire, but like also I'm gonna say like Zitro said, depends on who's making them, bro.
Fun
Because-
fact.
But I
fun
will
fact-
say most of the time, fire.
Fun fact: Long Island iced teas. I learned this through a personal experience. Are
OT.
Twisted Insane's favorite drink. You get him some Long Island iced teas at shows, and he's fucking kicking it with you all night.
There we
and
go.
shit.
Speaking of choppers, man, that's somebody that can chop it up. I don't know how the fuck he has the breath control.
That fool's a real G, bro. He's like a fucking like legendary. I consider him a fucking like a real homie
Shout
and
out.
shit.
Bay Area?
That's the homie.
He's
San
from
Diego.
he's from Mike's area. He's
Okay,
actually
word.
from what's the green area? Like the green.
He hit Lincoln Park,
Yeah, he's like from that area. and
like
shit.
Mitchy Slicks area.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, thank you for coming on the Thuggalo Show. Acetone, thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
supporting your boy, your manager. We had
Oh,
to get
yeah.
y'all on, and we had to have an in-depth review of that video, bro. The
Yeah,
culture.
for
needed it.
anybody trying to book me, everybody contact Mike, bug him about it. He'll
Nice.
I got you.
yeah.
So, Mike, you're gonna be streaming. When's your next Twitch stream?
Probably not till Monday because it's WrestleMania weekend. I should be there. It should be. It's only 2 hours away from my house, but unfortunately, I got work and all kinds of shit. I sacrificed WrestleMania weekend for the Ouija tour.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going to WrestleMania.
In regards to the Ouija
But I'm gonna
tour,
watch
too,
it. So
anybody going to the Vegas show, including a Party Monster, if SoCal Juggalos is still in here asking about the Vegas show, If you haven't got your tickets yet, absolutely 100% get your tickets from Frankie Goldie.
He is
the
no
Vegas
longer
show-
hacked. It is the real Frankie Goldie behind that account.
Yeah, he's no longer hacked. The Vegas show is gonna be fucking lit. I will be at Reno. I'll be at Tampa Bay. I will be at I think Tulsa, Wichita, and all the Texas dates as well. And it's gonna be fucking popping as well.
Will you be performing at all those dates?
No, I'm just gonna be helping out. I'm only performing at the Reno show. And shit. I'm just gonna be kicking it, doing help out shit. You know?
Hell yeah.
I had to go to Vegas because this motherfucker next to me, Elixir, went to the UK, so I had to like do something crazy.
Right.
So I had to walk to Wasteland. I had to physically walk to Wasteland, and I'll be doing that next week.
Wasteland Whipping.
Acetone, Mike Cole, we're gonna let you guys go, man. Thank you for coming up on the
much love,
Thuggalo
bro.
Show this week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We chilling.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mike Cole and Acetone Boogie. Mike is his manager. You know, I didn't know that shit until like this morning. I had no idea. But we got one more thing I want to talk about before we hop up out of here. Tonight we had Zitro on. Shout out to Zitro. I want to say thank you to Zitro, the Detroit Demon. Onsted Elixir are like the #1 fans tonight with the merch. I love it.
Yeah.
Great to see. Shout out Acetone. Man, great show. But next week.
Wait. Before you announce who they are, we could just say this real quick. They're in the chat right the fuck now.
Oh, we got to thank for making this happen, right? We got to thank who made this happen.
Yep. Our first actual page of the week who actually demanded to have this happen. So if you remember, to go back and peek at who's the first page of the week, who was it?
Woody Woo.
Woody Woo of Open Hearted Juggalos in Recovery. Hell yeah.
And
that means.
Oh, look, they're in chat, dog.
They are.
Next week, y'all got to come on the Thuggalo Show, 10 p.m. Eastern, because we going to have the Hatchet Man Project, bitch. Pull up. Hatchet Man Project on the Thuggalo Show. I'll be there. Onsted will be there. Elixir will be there.
Yeah.
Pull up or you a Juff ass motherfucker. Simple as that. Whoop, whoop. See you next week, motherfuckers.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, this is Ouija Mac, the ugliest juggalo that ever fucked your bitch. Tune into the Thuggalo podcast.